My name's Annabelle,
And mine is Claire.
and today we'll be going through some of the misconceptions when teaching probability, specifically ordering likelihood.
So what is probability? Probability is an assigned value given to the likelihood of a particular outcome occurring in a random situation. In simple terms, how likely something is to happen.
A common representation for ordering likelihood is to use a number line from 0 to 1. In fact, the Stage 3 Maths syllabus requires students to recognise this and order common chance words on an interval from 0 to 1. In this diagram, we can see that a probability of 0 has an impossible likelihood and a probability of 1 is certain. As primary teachers, it is important to be aware of some of the common misconceptions that students might hold in relation to ordering likelihood, as well as some teaching strategies to help combat them.
The first misunderstanding we have encountered is the placement of the phrase equal chance when ordering likelihood on a scale of 0 to 1. Students will often place the term equal chance at the halfway mark or at 0.5. However, equal chance is not always equal to a probability of half. One teaching strategy that could be used to counteract this misconception is to use the example of rolling a die to show students a situation where the theoretical probability is 1/6 for each outcome, yet all outcomes still have an equal chance in theory.
The second misconception that arose was the placing of the word possible when ordering likelihood. As 0 represents impossible on the number line, students often refer to possible as its opposite, meaning they tend to place it further towards the certain end of the scale. However, anything that isn't impossible is possible to occur. Therefore, it can be placed anywhere above 0 and up to 1. By using social probability examples such as word and event sequencing, students can engage in a more sophisticated debate as the likelihood of an possibility. For example, the sun will rise in the east, either lottery tomorrow, or that the day after Monday will be Saturday.
The final misconception that we encountered is the assumption that in a situation with multiple outcomes, each outcome has an equal chance of occurring. This misconception is somewhat due to the fact that teachers often only use examples of probability, such as tossing a die or flipping a coin, where this is the case. One example that can be used to show students otherwise is a cup flip, where there are 3 possible outcomes: landing on the top, landing on the bottom, or landing on the side, where each outcome has a different likelihood. Using experimental probability as a framework is a helpful teaching strategy to combat this misconception because it allows students to see for themselves that 3 outcomes not occur equally.
As teachers, we need to be aware of misconceptions occurring in the classroom, so hopefully this video clears some of them up for you. Thanks!